Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here again at Fetch.AI. We're going to double check a few key factors here with this descending trend line here, along with some potential support levels we want to discuss here as well. So if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site. Link down below. We got a lot of new members coming over, so make sure that you read through our signals guide and just familiarize yourself with the difference in how my trade signals work, right? Day trading versus swing trading, that's a big difference between those two. Also, quick congrats to our community members here. AVAX 40% in 5 days, Bitcoin 20%, near 33%, Rune 30%, and of course File and Solana, good 50 to 60%. These first ones I shared with you, the first 5 are all shorts, and we have some previous longs open as well. So again, awesome stuff. We have traded Fetch.AI to the downside and the upside here previously, so we're considering jumping in again, but we're going to check a few things. Got a ton of liquidation below the price action. This is generally a negative sign if you're considering a long position. Of course, most coins look like this right now, but this has a heavier concentration than the others, and it tells us here between 2.3 and 2.8 is a heavy concentration liquidation, so further downside would be expected here if Bitcoin cannot recover. Keep in mind, a lot of hinges on Bitcoin too. Bitcoin kind of hanging out this 69.5 range. There's a solid chance we could see further downside, and if so, I think Fetch.ai will sweep that lower level to 230. Let's talk about that on the charts and kind of see where that puts us here, and just to kind of give you perspective, 230, the lower side of liquidation, is right about here. Okay, so again, is it going to come down that low? Maybe, maybe not, but generally speaking, that's roughly how far it could go if we were going to get all the liquidity swept. Okay, so again, just a little friendly advice. We got some room for downside if it continues. Obviously, the price could recover and continue higher, but generally speaking, that's where we're at. So don't attach yourself to one idea or the other, like, okay, we're going bearish now because Bitcoin broke down below key level resistance or support. It's not like that. But we do got to recognize that coins like this have a tendency of selling off pretty hard when Bitcoin does too. We got to be mindful of that. Okay, so let's see. We've got a divergence on the MACD here. This is less common for other coins because most of them weren't even converging. So this does tell us that this shows us we have some strength, but this actually diverging lets us know that we've broken down below key level support. That key level support is probably this level right here. The previous high turned into a new low at 308. That is effectively the new resistance for us. So we want to be paying attention to that guy. We're going to keep an eye on that guy here soon. Take a look at RSI. We can see RSI is getting closer to 50. Money flow index roughly about the same, and stochastic swinging down. So these are generally bearish signs, but with us being over 50, that's still considered to be positive. So don't get it twisted. We're not like in complete dire straits because of that. Having said that, if we take a look at all the moving averages, we're below 2 of the 4. A lot of coins are right now at the same place where they're above the 50 and the 200 and the 100, but they're below the 50 and the 20. Okay, so again, the 20-day SMA kind of running downward, concurrent with this descending trend. And of course, being under the 50 reiterates that resistance at about $2.97 or round number $3. So $3 to $3.10 is a rough estimate of a resistance channel for us here, and that's right there above that 0.382 fib level. So keep in mind, when retracement occurs, oftentimes it comes all the way down to this 0.618. So if the price continues lower for one more lower low, we could see that lower sweep there at about 260, 270. We look at percentage, that's good, maybe 6, 7, maybe even 8% all the way to the bottom there. Again, it's not a guarantee, but 0.618 is a very common retracement level, and it's important to be kind of mindful of that or to pay attention to it. Okay. So, okay, having said all that, we're under 40 on the under 50 on the RSI, right around 40. We can see money flow index is quite low and stochastic swinging up. So generally speaking, stochastic swinging up here should tell us we're at our bottom here, but if you look at the last time we swung upwards, it came up and kind of gave us a dead cat and rejected off that transition or that lower low pattern, effectively telling us that descending trend is still working. So at this point here, hypothetically, the descending trend, we could see rejection at about 305, roughly around that $3 mark, but the price rejects and come down. Okay. So again, generally speaking, we see mostly bearish signs minus stochastic swinging up, letting us know we could see a slight relief rally, which is common right now with a lot of coins. But if we look at this here, we can see Bitcoin 69.5 trying to break back into that 70K range after testing 69,000. So normal shenanigans for Bitcoin, nothing too out of the ordinary there, but Fetch.AI does look like it wants to continue lower. However, let's double check a few things here. First of all, we'll take a look at the indicator here that I pretty much love for confirmation. Ichimoku Cloud kind of letting us know the lagging span is free and clear. So you do have a good 5 or 6 hours before that intersects. And in turn, you may want to consider closing your short position if you have one at that time. Now again, it's not a guarantee the price is just going to keep just reverse because of it. It's just kind of a safer indicator letting us know that if the price does go up, you should secure profits. That's generally the concept of trading, right? Is to be profitable. Am I mistaken on that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below. Let me know if you are not taking profits and you are having a good old time. Either way, what I'm getting at, all sarcasm aside, is we're in a bearish situation here. There's no other way around it. There's nothing here letting us know you want to open a long position. Okay. Now again, a lot of people like to buy the dip, so to speak, and you could have some success at 280. But to me personally, even though that is somewhat of a support level, we can see we've seen resistance turn support. Could be a continued support level. The more often you test level, the more likely it is to break. Okay, so we don't want to keep retesting this level here. Okay, if it continues to work itself out into one of these situations, it's going to break down. So if you see a continued retest of $2.82, I think it would be very likely the price is going to continue to run down to the next fib level here at about 265 as a rough estimate. So to me, Fetch.AI isn't showing a lot of strength. A lot of coins are not showing strength right now just because of Bitcoin and how poorly it did. But at this point, I would say pump the brakes, wait for wait a little while longer to see if it's worth taking a long or a short. Honestly, we're a long ways away from that. No pun intended, but if you look at this descending trend is running concurrent with the cloud. So until we're actually up above this descending trend, we have no reason to consider a long position. Okay. Between now and then, do you just open a short blindly? No, but if Bitcoin continues to reject at 70,000, there's a solid chance we'll see that rejection concurrent here on the charts at roughly $3, more like $2.97, $2.98. So I'm expecting the price to come up and come back down, but again, it would be invalidated. The short positions would be invalidated if we break above this descending trend line. All right, folks, that's kind of what we got there. Again, you can trade Fetch.AI on the world's best exchange, Bitunix, link down below. $5,500 in benefit rewards. So use my link to register. No KYC or VPN required. Highly recommend them. And again, if you're considering joining our Trade Signals Trading Academy community or Signals group, please read through the Signals guides so you know how this works. It's important to recognize that there are differences between my swing trades and my day trades. Okay, and if you're not a day trader and you're trying to become one, watch my Trading University videos first before you take any type of trades. Okay. It's a different thing altogether. Being a day trader is a full-time job. Just put it that way. All right, thanks, folks. I hope you learned something here today. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.